Hey everyone, Rob from Southgate Media Group here. Before we get started with this podcast, we have a quick message. If this is your first time checking out the show, we love that you found us and we really hope you enjoy it. What we have to say is for the subscribers. If you enjoy our shows, would you please donate to help keep these going? We don't want to have to put traditional ads on these shows, but this does cost money. So we really do rely heavily on donations. To make a donation to the show, please go to our website, www.southgatemediagroup.com. Go to the page for the show, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button. It takes you right to PayPal, and you can donate whatever amount you want. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It is now time for This Week in Geek. I don't know what our date is. It's the what?
The 4th. It's the 4th.
Easter weekend! That's the easiest way to do it. Thank you, Jenny. So for those of you that don't know how this works, we do live podcasts here every Saturday night, and we break down in this show. Look, we actually have a board this week. How impressive. Don't we look professional? We do This Week in Geek, where we talk about the geek news. Talk about movies, TV, whatever, comics, whatever. Tonight, we also have Geek My Kids and Trivia Mayhem, which is arguably our most popular thing we do. So, and this is, we encourage audience participation. Go ahead and say stuff out. It is a podcast that's getting recorded, so go ahead and be loud, too. If you need to, clapping and laughing and booing, I usually get booed, is always encouraged. And if you need to knit or draw or whatever, that's encouraged too. Let's get into it. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Rob Southgate. With me is
Ed Woodley.
And
Scott Sammons.
There you go. This is Scott's first time joining us tonight. He didn't know how to work the microphone. Let's hear it for him. Yeah, it's his first podcast. So, welcome, Scott.
Thank you.
You're really in for it here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so I want to jump right into one that I didn't write down. I made my notes this week.
Okay.
But I want to jump into one that I'm super excited about.
Oh, this.
ABC is bringing the Muppets back. Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is awesome to me. I am so excited. I'm a big fan of the original Muppet Show. Anybody? You guys like the Muppet Show, right?
No.
Really?
Wait, who booed? Yes.
Really? Well,
Five.
Let me just mark this right here. You're wrong. No, this is. I'm really excited about this. It's the co-creator from Big Bang Theory is going to be headlining this thing or helming it. So, I mean, I think it's going to be good, geeky fun, and it's Muppets. So, you guys are wrong. What do you think about this, Scott?
I'm also a huge fan of the Muppets. I was always a fan as a kid, and pretty much even now, if anything has any type of puppets in it, I will grade it on a curve.
Oh, see, you're not used to this show. We do the same thing. Everything starts at 5 stars and has to work its way down. So as soon as you say Muppets, I'm already at 5 stars. Edward's at 1.
Yep.
Well, I already had to take a star off because I saw co-creator of The Big Bang Theory.
Uh-oh.
Which I can't stand.
Uh-oh.
That's my thing here.
Well played, Jenny. All right, so, and Edward, do I even care what you have to say about this?
No.
So you're not excited about
I'm
it?
not. I don't
Did you watch The Muppet Show, or are you just like, I hated that Muppet Wizard of Oz. That was the worst. I'm not a Brandy fan.
I've seen the Muppets Take Manhattan, and I don't like it.
Wait,
And
that's your only exposure is Muppets Take Manhattan?
Yep.
All right, well, you know what? Invalid. You didn't see the last... Now, I didn't think the last movie was great, but the first one, The Muppets, with Jason Segel, I thought that was great. You guys didn't like it? Are they grumpy, the ladies at that table?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We get
All
a
right.
nod and a shrug.
I wanted to get that one out of the way. You got one you want to bring up?
I have one. So this surprised me because they're going to make a third Machete Kills movie, and it's called.
Can I just tell you, if
go.
it wasn't for the Muppets thing, that was my number one. Machete Kills Again.
It's called Machete Kills Again in Space.
Yes. That has hit
In
5
space.
stars. Okay. Does anyone else care about Machete Kills?
One person.
Did anybody see Machete? Did you like it? All right. Did you see the sequel? And did you like it? So are you excited about seeing Machete in space? So your vocabulary is 3 words.
Yes.
Got that. All right. I'm totally excited if you couldn't tell. How about you, Scott?
I haven't seen any of them.
Do you care? I mean, are you like, well, at some point I'm going to sit down and binge these? He's in
maybe
space.
not.
Really?
Isn't it a spinoff from like the Tarantino Grindhouse thing?
It was. It actually
I-
started there. When you watched Grindhouse, they did those fake trailers in between, and Machete was one of the fake trailers. And then Robert Rodriguez went, "Hey, if they're going to pay me, I'm going to make a movie out of it." And it turned out to be awesome. It's just like a great B movie, and I'm a big fan of
Great B movies.
B movies and bad cinema, and it's just great.
Maybe someday. But
All right, Edward, you're
I
not
don't-
allowed to see it, are
I
you?
was going to say, I don't think I'm allowed to see it, so
Yeah, I don't even have to ask your mom if you can see that one.
I can't commentary on it. I would just say it's there.
So I'm just really excited. At the end of the preview, it's the preview that they released is the trailer that was at the end of the last movie. He's standing there and he's holding a hilt, and then he has the machete, but it's a lightsaber machete. It goes zzzz, and it's a machete. It's so awesome.
Sounds so cool.
I think I need to pre-order this on Blu-ray right now. I think this is a must-have. All right, what else we got?
All right, so I have someone was talking with Arnold Schwarzenegger about the Terminator movies.
Right.
And he said,
I wonder why.
yeah, I know, I wonder also. And they said, which one was your favorite and which one was your worst?
Okay.
But he said,
Well, his least favorite is the one he's not in.
correct. No, he said that. I don't. No,
totally
that
nailed
is.
it.
It's he doesn't like Terminator Salvation. His quote was, "Thank God it sucked." So
I don't agree. I liked it. It's all right.
I managed to see the first half, and we were at a drive-in, but we had to leave. So it was interesting.
I thought, you know what? I like everything. I mean, yeah, that's not 5 stars. It's not. But you've got 1 and 2 are both incredible, and then 3 and 4 are good. I like them. I'm excited for the new one.
Yeah. Sarah Connor Chronicles.
What did he say was his favorite?
he said he liked the 3 that he was in. They all have the.
Of course.
He goes. They all have the things that they're good at and they're bad at.
Of course, I'm in them.
Yep.
I like that Batman and Robin movie, too. I used to meet you. You like that? I actually did an impression tonight that kind of sounded like the person. All right.
Very little.
Very little in the house, yes. Okay. This is, man, there's a lot of big news this week.
There is.
Scott, you're going to like this one. Edward, you're not going to know what it is.
All right.
First of all, they are making an animated feature of Batman 66. Yes, yay. That's my daughter.
Batman 66.
And Adam West and Burt Ward are doing the voices.
That would be awesome.
I am so down with this.
Okay, so he says I don't know about it, but Batman 66 is my favorite.
Really?
Favorite Batman. It's
Really?
The old
Shark-
series, the
Way to
Val
go, Edward.
Cab.
Shark
That's why you're
repellent,
on this show.
The shark repellent in the
Yes.
copter.
Quick, Robin, throw me the bat anti-shark repellent.
Yeah.
That's just amazingness.
While the shark explodes.
Yes.
Yes.
So I am way down on this. Have you read the comics, either of you?
Nope.
The comics are really cool. The graphics are done in a very like retro 60s style. The writing is right out of the show with actually a little more tongue in cheek to it. Like it's got a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to say it's better writing, but it kind of is. I got to meet the writer actually last year, and one of the writers, and it was cool because we just stood there, we're talking, we're geeking out about Batman, specifically about the Batman series. Halfway through the conversation, he goes, "Do you know who I am?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "I write Batman 66. I just met this guy at a Comic-Con, not at his table, not anywhere. We just were totally geeking out. And yeah, he's got a real passion for it. So I'm down with this. I'm excited.
Yeah, I've
I am
always
too.
felt Batman has done better in animated features. You know, even as good as the Tim Burton features and the Christopher Nolan ones, it really shines in animation because you can, your characters like Man-Bat and Penguin.
Did you see the Dark Knight Returns, that two-parter that they put out last year or 2 years ago?
I haven't watched that. I have read it, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, you guys are missing out if you haven't seen it. It really is. It might be actually the best Batman movie. Like I'm a big fan of the source material, but the movie itself was just really gripping. Really great.
I'll have to watch that.
Yes, you do. Okay.
I
You
have
got one?
Okay. So,
What's going on over there, Jenny?
Jason Statham is going to be in Crank 3.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yes, they're going to
You
be...
got me on one. Crank
Yep.
3.
Boom, got you. There's going to be... There's going to be a Crank 3.
You're not allowed to watch Crank, are you?
No.
No, I didn't think so. If that one slipped by Ruth, he's not allowed to watch Crank 3, okay? Let me just say that right now.
It's going to be from Mark something and Brian Taylor.
Marky Mark?
Nope. Say that last name, because I'm not trying.
Neveldine. Mark
Right.
Neveldine and Brian Taylor. See how impressive I am with the naming? I could have just gotten it completely wrong, and you're just nodding that I'm right.
Yes.
So, yeah, I like Crank. I thought those were good movies. Nope, didn't like it.
I haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen
Anybody see Crank?
Haven't
Anybody
seen
excited about this? Okay, let's just go back for a second. Jason Statham in
Stratham.
an action movie with a fast car. Good
Yes.
enough, right?
Yes.
I guess not. Nobody's responding to that one. Okay. How about this one? Any Disney fans here? They are making a live-action Mulan movie.
I don't.
That got a reaction. Jason Statham's in it, and he shoots her in the... No, never mind. I'm kidding.
I want to see that.
No, but it's
Can I see that?
it's a live-action Mulan movie. You know, they keep doing these live-action interpretations of Disney films. A couple weeks ago, we talked about how, and this might be news to some of you, Tim Burton is supposed to be making a live-action Dumbo.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So when we talk about our scale,
Starts at
that
one.
that one's got a long way to go to get to 2 stars. That's pretty rough.
Yes.
But Mulan, this could be really awesome. What if they do it like Game of Thrones, Mulan?
That'd be
Wouldn't that
cool.
be
Yeah.
awesome?
That'd be cool.
Yep, see? I like it. I'd be into that. I'd actually be into it if they just made a live-action version of the animated one. I love the animated one. Although I don't want to have the
Oh, yeah.
cricket.
No, the cricket was the best part.
No, the cricket was not
Yes,
the best.
it was
And
the
I
best.
don't want to see a cricket in the live-action one.
Yes,
What about and Mushu? Are they going to have Mushu in it?
Yes, they need Mushu. I
But
know
are
as
they
a
just going to
puppet.
shrink? No, they're going to
No.
shrink Eddie Murphy down and put him in a dragon costume, and it's going to look like Willow. Remember in Willow how he was okay, so he was a little person, but there were other guys that they shrunk down.
Little
to
brownies. Frangine and Rule.
You are quite impressive, Scott. Thank you. Thank you for that knowledge there. Dropping knowledge on you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, what if they do that to Eddie Murphy? They just shrink him down digitally and it looks like out of place.
No, Will Smith.
No, I don't want Will Smith to be in this. No, you know what? Eddie Murphy will be too old. They're going to use I don't know, like
Shia LaBeouf.
No, Jamie Foxx. They're going to have him do the dragon or something like that. You know how they do that.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, it's going to be that guy from Blackish. What's that guy's name? Anybody know what his name is? He's kind of the hot comedian right now for that kind of stuff. Or Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart could
really?
be on.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, they're going to use one of those guys.
He's already small.
No,
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. No.
Yes.
Well, all those stars just went away.
So I have one.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. James Gunn has said he just turned in his treatment, and he's thinking about starting on the screenplay next week.
Awesome.
So it's just starting to come into play.
Well, there have been a lot of rumors. He's been pretty vocal about things. He hasn't obviously given anything away, but he's way into this.
Yeah.
This next one is going to be fantastic because I think that he had to prove something on the first one. Now he's got free reign to make something more magic happen. I'm really excited for Guardians 2.
I am. I mean,
I'm excited to see what characters they bring in too because there's so many weird characters in that galaxy. What if I have a comic of Guardians of the Galaxy with Ghost Rider 2099? What if they do something crazy like that? Oh, it's so awesome.
Well,
he flies through space on a motorcycle that has a big flaming skull on it. 5 stars.
It said they won't have much crossover action between the Avengers.
Right.
So,
yeah, they're keeping away from that, but by the time we hit Infinity War, that's when you're going to have the crossover happening.
And there is one that there was rumors going around that Ronan might not be dead, but no, he's dead.
Okay.
They're not going to bring him back.
He announced that?
Yeah.
And does anybody care? Was Ronan like the greatest bad guy ever?
No. He was bad.
Right. Do I hear the cricket from Mulan out there?
He was the bad guy.
Yeah. He was all right. He just didn't do much. Thanos was much more ominous in that half a scene that we saw him in. So, okay, as long as we're on this, Stephen Amell. Anybody an Arrow fan here? Nobody.
Just me.
Well, Stephen Amell plays.
Just me.
He's Green Arrow. He's the Arrow.
Just me.
He is going to be in. Get ready to boo, folks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 as Casey Jones. I'm not booing that he's going to be in it. I'm booing
that's
there's
cool.
another Teenage Mutant Ninja film.
No.
And I'm really booing the fact that I'm going to watch it.
Okay, so
He will be.
So I enjoyed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a little bit. I enjoyed it, and it's going to be awesome having.
I
Arrow.
haven't seen it, so I'm being cruel for no reason. But it
was good.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know. The things I've read about this sequel are bothering me, and I like Stephen Amell, but there's you got to read some of the stuff that came out about like plot points and that. It's kind of like, I know what it was. Remember, this was from last week. They're going to have NBA stars in it.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh,
with NBA stars.
NBA
stars.
Yeah,
and
so
Arrow.
you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a really, really lame Space Jam with turtles.
Yes.
Are they
That's
going
what it's gonna
to
be.
bring back
with that?
Vanilla Ice?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Now I might be interested. If he's breaking Amish, I'm all about it. Okay, so Stephen Amell, you're excited about that?
Yes, I am.
All right. You know who Casey Jones is?
Yes.
All right. I think he's going to be a good Casey Jones.
He is. He's going to be really good Casey Jones, what I've seen him on Arrow.
All right.
I have one.
All
the
right.
Deadpool shooting, they're going to shut down Vancouver Bridge.
Okay.
That's it. And
that was a good one,
Yes.
Edward. What?
I just wanted to get
So
this
they're
out of
shutting
the way.
down Vancouver
They-
Bridge to shoot Deadpool.
Yeah, and they released some photos with apparently Deadpool.
Okay.
It's what they're showing here is
Quick, let him in. Hold on. Wait. Don't go anywhere. Hurry, Martha. She moves at 1/3 speed. Look at her go. All right, which one's faster, the tortoise, the hare, or Martha?
the Jaywalkers.
All right, what were we
Jay-
saying?
They're releasing some photos. Apparently, it's Deadpool and just like a hoodie.
No, you know what? Actually, there is Deadpool news this week. Did you guys see the little preview thing he put out on April Fool's Day?
Nope.
We confirm the rating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did anybody see that? They confirmed that Deadpool is going to be rated R.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No, it's not. It's he
Or
was
PG-13?
He was.
Well, he swore pretty big in the preview.
He said he really wanted it to be R. He was pushing for it the whole time, but he just didn't get.
It's going to be PG-13?
Yeah, it's going to be PG-13. He
Well,
didn't
that
get-
preview, he dropped a big one in there. I thought the preview was funny. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still not sold on this. Everyone is all excited. I'm not sold. What do you think, Scott? Are you into the Deadpool thing?
From what I've read of the comic scans I find on the internet, it sounds like a fun movie.
Torrenting.
It would have to, like on Imgur. I don't do it. Somebody else does.
Right.
Yeah, It would have to be a fun, quick movie. I don't think they could drag it out.
Right.
I'm thinking of something like the first X-Men movie.
Okay.
Where it was like 99 minutes and it was just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And very tightly paced. And
Yeah, I think the thing that's got me worried is what everybody loves in the comic, how he breaks the fourth wall. I'm kind of worried about that in the movie.
Breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah, where he looks at the camera and is like, hey, ba, 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 ba. And I'm like, oh no.
I mean,
that's like everything wrong with Jim Carrey.
They could escape with it by what they did. Usually, in the comics they had it where the time stopped. Then he spoke to the audience.
Right.
Time
I'm just a little
again.
nervous about that.
You were talking about Muppets earlier, and it wasn't too long ago. I rewatched the first two Muppet movies, and we showed them to our son because he hadn't seen them, and there were so many fourth wall jokes in that.
I'm perfectly all right with it there.
And they sold it because the
they're
characters
Muppets.
didn't care.
The
Muppets are like,
that's the
whatever.
thing. The Muppets are a self-aware universe, whereas Deadpool technically is part of the superhero universe.
Yes.
And
Technically.
that self-aware thing, I'm just not, and I you can tell I'm not like it's got to be Nolan's Batman or the Marvel Universe. No, I'm down for Batman 66. I'm down for experimentation. There's a lot of these weird superhero type things I've loved. This one, I'm not feeling the love yet. Although I did like that little preview when he knocked out, what's his name from Saved by the Bell? Jonathan Taylor Thomas. No, what's that guy from Saved by the Bell?
Mario Lopez?
Mario
No idea.
Lopez, yeah.
Wasn't he Slater on Saved by the Bell?
Yes.
And he's on, what was that show? Entertainment?
He was on Dancing with the Stars. Mom, he was on Dancing with the Stars, right? Mario Lopez? Oh, see, my mom knows. She got geeked on that.
Dancing with all right.
Yep.
I think it'll hit either really great or flop really bad.
Yeah, I think that Edward's going to go enough times to make it a hit because he's so excited for it, but I don't know. I'm not sold, although I did like that little bit with Mario Lopez. So we'll see.
And you saw that test footage that came out last year that got the thing.
That everyone loved, and I was like, okay.
If they can carry that for 90 minutes, then
that's what I'm worried
that'll
about.
be the thing.
Yeah.
Because I was bored after 2 minutes of that going, okay, what are we seeing? I don't know. It's not getting me yet. We'll see. I'll eat my words if I have to.
Okay.
I will. You'll mark my words, though.
Yes, we will. Okay, for the live action stuff,
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh is set to get to
What?
live action treatment. Yes.
What?
Yep.
Winnie the
yep,
Pooh
yep,
live action?
Yep.
No, that has to be an April Fool's. It's not.
It's not.
Was it?
It's not.
Do you know that for sure? No, it was posted on. No, it's because of Paddington. So now Winnie the Pooh is going to get made into a live action film.
Yay.
Ooh.
We need Eeyore.
Uh-oh, 8-year-olds booing it. Uh-oh. Michael Bay is making it, so it's going to be even worse. And that one, there's going to be exploding poo. Thank you. All over your screen. Okay, speaking of things that I can't tell, anybody a Die Hard fan here? I'm a big Die Hard fan. I like the Die Hard
I'm a Die
movies.
Hard fan.
According to this, now, see, here's the problem with this week. This is April Fool's week.
Oh,
So
yeah,
all
that's-
these stories I read and I go, is it real? Supposedly they are, because that last Die Hard movie was trashed. Everyone said it was garbage. They are rebooting. Not surprising to me that they would reboot. And I like who they're saying, but I don't know if this is a real story. They're saying Ryan Gosling they're going to reboot it with Ryan Gosling as John McClane. I think that's an awesome choice.
Ryan Gosling.
Anybody see the movie Drive?
Nope.
Drive is, yes, you did. Drive is an amazing movie. It is an amazing movie. And Ryan Gosling, after you see that, you will be all in on Gosling as a tough guy. He did another one with the same director that was good. It wasn't quite as good. I liked it, but Drive is just fantastic. And I think about him and the what he brings to a role as the John McClane character could be really interesting. And very much a departure from Bruce Willis with the smirking and the gliving and the, I think that he'll be really cool.
Okay.
Do you know that Die Hard is actually based on a book that was made with Frank Sinatra originally called The Detective?
Right. And I believe I read that when they went to make the first Die Hard movie, they had to offer the role
to Frank Sinatra, who was like 100.
Yeah, who was ancient because he was on the contract from the original book.
Right. Right. And thank God Frank Sinatra
That doesn't
said,
happen.
"No, baby."
That reminds me, if we could just, since you were speaking of Batman 66, have you ever read?
We always do.
Have you ever read Batman Year 100?
Yes, by Paul Pope. That is one of my favorites.
The really ancient Batman?
Yes, they need to make that into an animated film or a live action. You want live action?
This time I want live action with Adam West.
No, not Adam West.
Adam West.
They need somebody that looks like beef jerky. They need like Steve Buscemi and age him.
Steve-
They need somebody. They need somebody who looks like beef jerky. Jessica Tandy to play Batman in that would be awesome. She's dead, isn't she? Perfect. She's almost the right weight then.
Boo.
Batman Year 100 was fantastic, and the artwork that's Paul Pope wrote that and did the illustration. Oh my gosh! Yeah. Anybody that loves comic art, check out Paul Pope. Check out Batman Year 100. It is so good. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I don't want Adam West in that.
I just thought that would be the juxtaposition would be just enough, and just tell West to just go nuts.
But he's too big. This guy has to look like shriveled up. Like, he has to look like Benjamin Button, basically, in a Batman suit. That's what he's got to look like.
Okay.
Voldemort, when he was underneath the seat in the bus station, that's what he needs to look like. Yeah. A little.
So I'll
what is it? Is it Klaatu, the guy in Get Your Ass to Mars? What's that movie? Oh, come on. The one with Mars, with Schwarzenegger.
Total Recall?
Total Recall. Remember Klaatu, the guy that was inside the shirt? That's what he needs to look like. Yeah, Klaatu. That guy. I don't know if I got the name right.
Probably don't. So I have one.
No one knows what I'm talking about except Scott.
I'm trying to move you along. Okay, so Netflix has renewed House of Cards for a 4th season.
I don't watch House of Cards.
I don't either.
Great, good story.
I've seen the first bit of it, and I want to finish it because it is very good.
Yeah, I
Just
figure we'll
news.
binge watch that. Does anybody watch House of Cards? Excellent. Well, that's a non-story.
Right.
You know what? But they did pick it up for a 4th season. I hear it's a really great show, and Kevin Spacey's awesome. So, Kaiser Soze. Spoiler. Okay.
How about that one?
Okay.
This one?
No, I'm going to jump onto a different one here. I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do that
Ash
one.
versus Evil.
Oh, this is a good one. Bob Odenkirk and David Cross have been signed by Netflix to do a new sketch show for Netflix. Did anybody watch the show Mr. Show?
No.
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 Mr. Show, it was Bob and Dave's Mr. Show. And it was Bob Odenkirk and David Cross, and it is fantastic. It is one of the funniest shows that was on. I think it was on HBO originally. Interesting. They both wrote, well, Bob Odenkirk wrote for SNL for like one season. It didn't work. He had too many weird ideas, and it just didn't work from what I understand. Janine Garofalo knew both of these guys and said, you guys should work together. And I remember hearing an interview with them, and they said, yeah, the first time we met, it was like she showed up at like Bob Odenkirk's apartment with David Cross, like Buzz the Buzzer, and like, I'm here with this guy. And he's like, I don't like him. Get him out of here. Like, they didn't even want to get to know each other, and very quickly they ended up doing a show together that is absolutely genius. Brian Posehn, who is one of the guys that writes Deadpool, speaking of Deadpool, he was on it. Jack Black was on it sometimes.
Jack Black.
Yes. In fact, that's they actually, that production is what launched Tenacious D's show, was the same thing. Wow. And yeah, Mr. Show is really great. Martha and I were lucky enough, a few years ago, they did a live tour of Mr. Show, and we got to go to it, and it was as funny live as it was on the screen. It was just amazing. So this is big news.
Is that on Netflix?
Huh? Unlike this show, yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm
Is it
way
on
down
Netflix?
with this. It's going to be on Netflix. Now, do you know what I'm talking about at all?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Okay, do you know who Bob Odenkirk is?
I know the names.
He's Better Call Saul, for those of you that know TV now.
Okay.
Breaking Bad, he was Saul on Breaking Bad. You want me to name more things he was Saul on? Martha's like, I'm stumped. And then David Cross, if anyone watched Arrested Development, he was the one that was never nude on Arrested Development. The Blue Man.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that was David Cross. And they are both incredibly funny guys. I am completely excited for this. And I don't get excited for sketch comedy shows. That's actually something, like if I see that in the title, I'm like, yep, nope. I can't think of them that are that funny. I thought Kids in the Hall was funny, and I thought Mr. Show was hysterical. Right. And I can tell you some very nasty things about it when the mics aren't on, because it's very funny.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to do this one, Scott?
It's just a little tidbit here, but a teaser was released for Ash versus Evil Dead.
Oh, yes, it was.
The new, what is it, like a 10 episode limited series?
Yeah, it's going to be on Stars, but it's all the same people.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell, Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless, we know I have a thing for Lucy Lawless on these shows. I love her on shows. Not that thing. You settle down out there. I love her on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love when she shows up on these shows. She's going to be on Salem, which now has me saying, oh, I want to see the second season of Salem because she's on it. And she's in Ash versus the Evil Dead. Did you watch the little teaser?
Yeah, I did see that.
The teaser is only this little animated thing. And then you see these like vines going, which are the things from the Evil Dead.
The trees, yeah.
And then you see this guy standing there, and he holds up the chainsaw. It's a little outline, and you hear the chainsaw go. That was it. It hit 5 stars for me right there. I'm like,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait. I love this. I think it's going to be awesome. Edward, no.
I haven't seen it, so.
You have no idea the gloriousness that is Evil Dead. And the third Evil Dead 2 and the third Evil Dead, which is Army of Darkness. Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. You have no idea. If Lil and Chris were here, they would both be melting right now because that is awesomeness. Anybody else care? No.
No.
Wow,
no one
it's
else
gotten
cares.
quiet in here. Okay, I'm going to do this one.
Go ahead.
Here's one that's going to hurt your head. Paul Feig. You guys know who Paul Feig is? He's the director. He did Bridesmaids. He's going to be doing Ghostbusters with the female cast. He's making a live-action Play-Doh movie.
What? Wait. What? Is it?
Exactly. What can that be?
Is it going to be stop motion?
It says a live-action Play-Doh movie.
So it's probably going to be.
So
stop
is it going to be
motion.
like live-action actors interacting with Play-Doh? Yeah, Mr. Bill. Maybe it's like Mr. Bill. Wait a minute. Now I'm interested.
Now it's interesting.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, and Gumby. Mr. Bill versus Gumby.
That Mr. Bill versus Gumby. You know who'd win that fight. I can't get my head around this, though. Like, is it going to be like the Smurfs, and you're going to have Neil Patrick Harris and then blobs of Play-Doh, and he's got to hide them and have wackiness ensue?
It'll be magic. It'll be magic Play-Doh, and he has to fashion it into a magic item to save the world.
I just can't even imagine, because if it's live action, that's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't say animated, because like the Lego movie is animated. Is that what they're going to do?
Well, they could do a stop motion.
I mean, the Lego movie turned out really well.
That's animation.
Yeah.
Stop motion is animation.
Yeah.
Right.
Did I blow your mind, Edward?
Nope.
Do you need some ice to cool that head down now? Okay. So how are they going to possibly do that? Are they going to dress up Eddie Murphy as Gumby, and he's going to battle Kevin Hart as a
Gumby, damn it.
Play-Doh guy? Wait a minute, I might be in. This sounds good. It doesn't sound good. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again with the Doctor Who out there. What, are we in a Doctor Who cafe? All right. What do you got, Edward?
So G.I. Joe 3 is still in the works.
Okay, well, we talked about G.I. Joe 3 recently because the script that they turned in
Correct.
has G.I. Joe, and it also has Mask. Remember that show Mask?
Really?
Yes, so they're going to cross them over. So they can't have Transformers in it. This is better.
Mask is better, yeah. Mask is neat.
Mixed with the G.I. Joe stuff. I think that's going to be cool. It could be terrible.
The first two movies just looked terrible. I never bothered with them. But if you mix Mask in, that could be interesting.
I didn't see the second one. I heard the second one was a lot of fun. The first
G.I.
one
Joe?
is one of those so bad it's good kind of. Like I enjoy watching it. There's parts of it that I like quite a bit, but it is not a good movie.
I like it.
It is not good. You liked it?
I really like it just because I'm a fan of G.I. Joe.
You're a
Because
fan of G.I. Joe?
Because of the.
Are you wearing the underoos right now?
No.
I am.
Just the animated stuff, animated TV shows.
See, I was too old for that stuff.
I was just the right age.
Wait, you too old?
The old animated G.I. Joe and Transformers.
So that hit
and
you right on the money,
That
huh?
hit me right on the money. That, you know, and the Ninja Turtles at the time. So.
I was high school when all that stuff came out. Now, I did watch some of it because I had a friend that was watching it. He was like,
Oh, I
"You
still
gotta be
watched into
watching
high
it."
school.
But I didn't. I watched Thundercats.
And Thundercats,
I didn't get into the G.I. Joe thing. Voltron, Thundercats, and a little bit of Transformers. You know what made me watch the Transformers was that Transformers movie, which was really good. Forget these live-action ones. There's an animated Transformers movie that's really good.
Yeah, that was really
I saw that in the theater.
I haven't seen it in years, but
Yeah,
that
it's a
was
good
much
one.
better.
It's a good one. So, yeah, okay. Jacob, it's true.
It's true.
Your father is sheltering you from all the goodness in the world.
He's seen some of the series. It used to be on Netflix.
The series. Guillermo del Toro talked this week about Justice League Dark again. This guy has 8 million movies on his plate, and everything's been greenlit under the world. But he's talked about how he wants to do a Justice League Dark movie. I'm way more interested in this than I am any of the DC movies. Because it's Constantine and Deadman and all these bizarre DC characters directed by Del Toro. Make it happen.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
But the reason it came up this week is out of nowhere he announced that he turned in the script, and he said if this fits in what they want to do, I want to make this. And if it gets approved, then it goes into the hopper, and hopefully I'll have time to make it. So he's still hedging his bets a little bit. But the fact that he took the time to actually write this thing out, his team is behind it. I am super excited for it. I'm a big fan of Hellboy. I thought those were great movies. If we can't get Hellboy 3, give us Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Anybody else like these movies? Anybody?
I like them.
Nobody knows what we're talking about? Okay. Good enough. You like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What's it? Yeah. They were awesome. Ron Perlman as Hellboy is awesome. Abe Sapien? Who doesn't like Abe Sapien? He's like, who's Abe Sapien?
Okay.
All right. What do you got?
So Tron Ascension.
No, okay. You just blew the whole story. You gotta. You can't blow the story.
Yes.
They announced the title of the third Tron movie. What was it?
Tron Ascension.
Tron Ascension.
Yes.
They're taking the shooting time is like double the length they took for the last Tron movie. So they're taking their time.
And the start date is early October 2015.
All right. And probably the best news out of it, I like the Tron stuff. Now, I say that, but I didn't see the second movie. I watched...
Second.
It's one of those that I didn't sit and watch. I would catch like 10 minutes. So I've seen probably the whole movie in 10-minute chunks. And I like it. Visually, it's fantastic.
Oh, it
It
was.
is.
I actually just sat down and watched it like 2 weekends ago.
Okay, so
And-
you're fresh on this. So are you excited for the third movie?
I am. You know,
I think it's a great world.
Story could use a little more fleshing out. It seems like it kind of got, you know, even though it took 20-some years to make, it seemed like the story could have been fleshed out a little more, but the design was just amazing.
Amazing
And
stuff.
Jeff Bridges doing the old Zen Master computer program.
That's
shtick
awesomeness,
It was
too.
just awesome.
Yeah. Okay, the bigger news in here, gave the name, it said, yeah, it's happening.
Yep.
But what's the bigger news? Did you see it?
No.
This is the thing we've talked about since we've talked about Tron 3. It's been announced that Daft Punk is doing the music for it.
Oh, yes.
The
That
music
soundtrack
in the
is
second
amazing.
one is amazing. And this whole time they've been talking about Tron 3, that has not come out. So that's actually the news.
That's actually your
We
news.
buried the lead on this one. Daft Punk is doing the music. I am down with it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of... Oh, I got another one I want to talk about. We're big fans of the movie The Ring, okay? Martha and I thought this was a great movie. This one scared the heck out of Martha. Martha, when we saw this movie, our nephew, we saw it with our nephew, and when we walked out, he said, Aunt Martha, you swore more in that movie than I've ever heard in my life. That was The Grudge? You swore in The Ring, too. Yeah.
She doesn't swear, and it was scaring it out of her.
Oh my.
They are making a third one called Rings. It is not a prequel. This all came out this week. It is not a prequel. It's set 15 years after the events, and Johnny Galecki is signed for it.
So will the whole movie be about a search to find a working VHS player?
Hey, my dad has one. He has a working beta player, I think, too. Well, we don't know if it's working. He hasn't used it in 30 years.
He has
I'm a little
beta
behind
player.
on
They're going to dig
those.
through my dad's basement, all of his crap down there, and they're going to find a table. What's this? It says Rings on it. Beta. Who has that? There's a beta player here. Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually
Oh,
a
and a
little behind
VCR
on the
Plus.
Rings
Amazing.
movie. Yeah, I'm actually a little behind on the Rings movies. All I've seen is the first Japanese one,
Ringu is great.
and it was very good. I
Yeah,
have
Ringu
the
is
box
great.
set of the Japanese ones, and I've got the other ones on DVD too. And I just need to plow through them someday.
I liked the first Ring movie. I thought it was scary. It was fun. The second one is awful.
Oh.
I mean, it is bad. It's like The Grudge. The first Grudge is a lot of fun. Second one, did you guys forget you were making a Grudge movie? That it was supposed to be scary? Because it is not scary. And I think the only person it's appealing to is Edward because I snuck in and watched it when my mom wasn't looking.
I have no idea what that is.
You know what?
I'll
Alil's not
take-
here, so you got to take it all tonight. Have you noticed?
Yep. So I have one.
Well, wait. Is anyone excited for this? I know
I
you don't
haven't
care if
seen
it's
it,
Johnny Galecki,
so-
but are you excited for Rings? Do you think you're going to watch it?
I think I'll watch it. It looks interesting.
Anybody else care about Rings, or is this a bomb? I think it's a bomb. All right.
So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will be starring in a new.
You know what? You could have said Dwayne Johnson. We'd know. You could have said The Rock. We'd know. Because The Rock is awesome, and Dwayne Johnson's awesome. Go ahead, sir.
So he's going to be the lead in a male
Mail-order
Disney
bride movie?
No, a male Disney animated movie called Moana.
Moana?
Moana.
Moana.
What?
Moana.
So he's doing the voice of an animated character.
Correct. He's going to be the star, so he's going to be singing and everything.
Singing?
Yes.
Singing.
Yes.
All right. Do you smell what
It's-
he's cooking?
it's-
Some bad vocals, I have a feeling.
I might watch pro wrestling if it had singing.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what?
if you
It's
just-
The Rock. I'm down with it. He's going to be Black Adam in the Shazam movie. I'm
Oh,
down
really?
with that.
That's cool. Yeah.
He's like the people don't realize he's like a Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's in like every geek property right now coming out. So's The Rock. He's in G.I.
Yes.
Joe. He was in a Mummy movie. He's in Fast and Furious. Now he's in this. And you know what? I love it.
Yeah.
Of the wrestlers that tried to cross over, I mean, yeah, Roddy Piper did it and They Live. He was terrible, but it's awesome greatness. The Hulk with Mr. Nanny was terrible.
Andre the Giant and
Which
Princess
one?
Bride
Andre the Giant and Princess Bride is the best,
is the best.
but The Rock has actually proven he's an actor.
There's
And
another
not from
one.
the Tooth Fairy, but from other things. He has proven he's an actor.
Okay.
Not that I know of. Junkyard Dog, I don't remember him being in something.
What's
Could be. I
So-
love They Live, though. I love Roddy Piper in that
I
one.
can't remember.
That has the longest filmed fight sequence
Which
of any
movie?
movie. They Live, the John
Really?
Carpenter movie. There's a scene where Roddy Piper and another guy have a fist fight, and it goes on for like literally 20 minutes of footage. And it seems like, oh, I couldn't watch that. It is so great. Like they go from location to location having this fist fight, and they like end up in an alley throwing garbage cans at each other. And at no point do you feel like, man, it's like this podcast. It never ends. No, it's
never ends.
really, really good. All right, what do you got?
Nothing.
You got nothing?
Yeah,
okay,
nothing.
we got like 3 minutes. I'm going to hit a couple quick things. Jay Basu, who I don't know who this is, he's a Hollywood screenwriter. He's written a couple of things that when I looked him up, I was like, oh, not bad. He is writing the Metal Gear Solid movie for Sony.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
they have yet to really get one of these right. I'm hoping this is the one. I think this is fertile ground for a movie series. Much better than Tomb Raider. I think the Metal Gear series could really make some crazy, insane, fun stuff. But they really got to go with the Hideo Kojima stuff. They got to make it crazy.
Yeah.
Because if they go straight, oh, he's Metal Gear Solid and he's
John
soldier of
McClure.
fortune, and you know
Yeah.
what? No.
Yeah.
we've seen that kind of movie before with David Hasselhoff, and I'm not interested. Wait a minute. I might be with David Hasselhoff if he's wearing that light-up jacket. Yeah, I mean, does this sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, Mr. Grumpy. Do you play Metal Gear Solid? Do you know
I don't.
these? Okay.
I know the character because of Smash Bros.
From Smash Brothers. The story of Metal Gear Solid is really great, but it is
I think
nuts.
I know the story
Yeah,
a little bit.
You're going to end up loving it. It's really cool. I hope the movie is cool. This is the video game Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what Batman is to the superhero genre, Solid Snake could be to the video game crossover genre.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay? I
Or
made a
Mortal
nice little
Kombat.
equation there. Two more quick ones. Trailer drop for Mad Max Fury Road.
I have no idea.
Anybody watch it?
Nope.
Nah.
You know what? You guys are wrong. It
Yep.
looked awesome. If you like the Mad Max movies, this one looks crazy fun. And if it's successful, they've already said, the studio has said, if this is successful, we are making a trilogy out of Fury Road. Done.
Wow.
So I think it's going to be huge. I think it looks great. Another trailer dropped for Masterminds,
I have no
which
idea
is
what
a
that
new one
is.
from Jared Hess. Jared Hess made Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, two
Nacho
big
Libre.
movies in our house, and also made the awful Bigfoot Hunters movie, which is awful. Don't see it. But this one is called Masterminds. It stars Owen Wilson, Kristen Wiig, and Zach Galifianakis. You know what? I don't care if it's terrible. Right there, I'm in. It sounds awesome. And Zach Galifianakis, they show a shot of him walking down the street in a red, this is not what you think it is, a red nudie suit. A nudie suit doesn't mean naked. Nudie was a clothing designer that designed all the outfits that they wore in the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay.
Ooh.
You know those like wild cowboy outfits that had all the glitter? Zach is in one of those. It's all red with white fringe, and he's walking down the street. Yeah, that's all I had to see. I'm like, take my money.
I'll take your money.
All right, last one. Wait for me to butcher this name. Adwale Akanuye Arbaje. Oh, no, I just invoked the devil. He is cast to
Boo.
play Killer Croc in The Suicide Squad. Another movie that I'm iffy on. I want it to be good, but I'm scared about it. But Killer Croc is in it.
That's amazing.
I mean, I am
will.
excited for Killer
Yeah.
Croc to show up. Let's face it, Killer Croc. I don't know why they don't just make a Killer Croc movie with him eating the Suicide Squad, because
Yeah.
that's what that guy does. He's crazy powerful.
His backstory is really cool, also.
This is going to be awesome to see
I'm
him.
rooting for the crocodile. I hope he eats them all.
Yes, just like on Once Upon a Time, I'm rooting for the crocodile. That's right.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, are we done?
Yes, I'm done.
I'm done too. I got to all of my news.
Yay.
Linda Cardinelli and Julie Delpy are in Avengers. That's the last thing. That's it, everybody. Thank you for listening to This Week in Geek. Easter weekend edition. Thank you, Blue Box. You guys are the best.